Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What is going on, everybody? And welcome to another pregame show with your boy JC Eagles Talk. And I got my boy Coach Dante with me to, just go over the last minute injury report, who's in, who's out type of thing, and give y'all a good feeling about this matchup. You see the sign in back of me. Who's your daddy? Because this little man right here named Boston motherfucking Scott. Boston Scott is the giant killer, but we going to get into it. Without further ado, what's going on, my guy, Coach motherfucking Dante?
What's the motherfucking deal, family? What's good, chat? How you guys doing, man? I'm excited, motivated, and let's get this win, man. We back in the thick of things, guys. If we win this game, we are just 1.5 game away from Dallas with them struggling. This is the time that they fold under the pressure, and it doesn't get any easier for them, and it gets lighter for us if we keep winning these games, man. But I'll say, let's come on with it today, man. Let's get ready.
Exactly. And look, and next week, the Dallas Cowboys, they go to New Orleans. Hey, I don't care how bad they're struggling right now, but it is hard to win in that dome. And then the following week, I think they still have the Cardinals. A few games down the road. But look, this division, like Coach Jonte said, is wide open. But let's take care of one game at a time. Let's take care of our business today. So without further ado, all right, this is the last injury report that I got from, for the Philadelphia Eagles. The biggest thing on there is Jordan Howard. He's not going to play today. But on the defensive side, Darius Slay, he cleared concussion protocol, so he will be in the starting lineup, possibly going against old Kenny Galladay. So we'll see how that ends up. But for the most part, we are healthy just going into this matchup. I can't say the same for the New York Giants. They are possibly without Darius Tony and Sterling Shepard, so they're kind of light on the offensive side. But hey, look, there's some big news that came out of Dallas this past week, the Jason Garrett firing. So how do you feel about the Jason Garrett? Is it an advantage for the Philadelphia Eagles or a disadvantage?
I think it depends on the way Philadelphia come out and play. It can be a disadvantage because, again, it can go either way. But again, with the hurt players on the other side of the ball, I think the Eagles can definitely take advantage. But also, it motivates the team to play better. You never know how the Giants are going to come out and play. This team, Eagles, we know them to play below team's level. And I'm afraid if we do that today and we somehow keep the game close, they have a chance to pull it out. So, again, it can either work in the Eagles' favor or just work in the Giants' favor. The Eagles will have to come out and just punch them right in the mouth, not try to let this team in the game capitalize on every opportunity you have. Try not to let this game be close in the fourth quarter, where it have to come down when you need a first down, when you have to come down. So when Daniel Jones have to make a play, and then it happens, man. The Eagles just got to come ready to play in this game. The coaching staff will have to come ready to play and have these players prepared. So because the Giants is not going to lay down, so it can either work in a disadvantage for us, or it can be an advantage for. We need to take advantage of this game today, definitely.
Yeah, look, I agree with everything you just said. Look, after a coach get fired, 9 times out of 10, that coach that's taking over his spot was like, okay, what do you guys like to do? I'm trying to be the permanent, office coordinator. So tell me what you guys like to do, and then we will work it around y'all. So I'm kind of afraid that, hey, the Philadelphia Eagles was like, okay, hey, we know how to prepare for a Jason Garrett, led giant. We've seen the past 10 games how they are with Jason Garrett. So now with Freddie Kitchen, I feel like that Jonathan Gannon, if he is the guy, he should have went back to the Browns when Freddie Kitchen took over for the Browns as offensive coordinator, and in the following year as a head coach. He should have went to the Browns tapes and see, okay, let's see what this guy is about. And then also have time to study, the New York Giants the past 10 games. I feel like that if he gonna earn his money, this is the game that Jonathan Gannon is gonna earn his money because he has so much to do this upcoming week and getting ready for the New York Giants. But we will see, though. I mean, and we will see. Jason Garrett, to me, I feel like wasn't a scapegoat because when he was with the Dallas Cowboys as an offensive coordinator, year in, year out, the Dallas Cowboys were at least top 5, top 10 in offense. And then he goes to the New York Giants when he got Denny Fumble, Denny Nickel, and Denny Pennies, whatever nickname you want to give Daniel Jones. It is what it is. I feel like that was his downfall. Going to a team that don't have a quarterback in place with the offensive line and juggernaut. I mean, so that was his downfall. I feel like that Jason Garrett is a good offensive coordinator, but he just went to a bad team. You know what I mean? So, but hey, if we move on, this just came out. This is the inactive list that just came out for the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't even know who the hell is the quarterback. Reason it is, but it is what it is. Hey, he's on the Philadelphia Eagles. But as predicted, Jordan Howard is out. So that is the big name that is out for today. But besides that, we are going into this game pretty healthy. So look, enough about Jason Garrett. So, all right. So how are you feeling about this game? Is this a trap game? Next week, we go against the Jets, which is not a big key name. But, hey, they might say, hey, man, we are 2 weeks away from our bye. Come on, let's just get through this game, the Jets game. And week 14, we are tired. We are beat up. These old veterans are looking towards the bye. I mean, how do you feel about this upcoming game against the New York Giants?
I mean, like I say, every division game is a trap game. Every division game is a trap game when you look at it. Because, again, that's a division rivalry. They know how you play. You guys have seen each other multiple times. And the game is always competitive and close. No matter what the Giants' record is, they're going to be competitive. You got to have a feeling they're going to come out competitive in this game. Like I say, one thing I'm tired of Eagles fans saying, and I've been hearing all weekend, that, like, we get too overconfident. We can't get too overconfident and overlook this NFC East Division team. Any NFC East Division foe, they have a chance. So anytime they have a bad record or something, 3-6, 4-6, we cannot overlook them. They're better than that record indicates. And like I said, we got to come out and play hard today. We got to come out, punch them in the mouth, and play hard because they also not going to lay down for us. They're going to come out and try to steal us in the playoff hopes as well. And these are the teams you do not want to play when you're in a playoff push because they know.
Haters. They're hating, coach.
Yes, they know. They know. At the end of the day, hey, we got nothing to lose, so we're going to just go out here and play freely. We're going to go out here and play hard. Coach is going to try to coach to get a job next year. You got players that are going to try to audition for other teams. You just never know. These are the hardest games down the stretch when you're in a playoff hunt that you doubt that's the toughest. So, yes, each game that we play a team under 500, those are trap game for us because the football team is in our division. They know us. The Jets, they can be a trap game. They beat the Bengals and Titans this year in the Giants. Yeah. In the Giants. Hey,
they beat the Raiders.
Come in and handle business. Yep.
Yeah.
Come in and handle business. So I feel kind of nervous about this game because I don't want us to come out flat, and the Giants can easily take advantage. We got to come out, bust them in the mouth, and play smash mouth football. Play smash mouth football like we've been doing. Control the time of possession. Make it easier for Jalen Hurts and stuff like that. But I think we'll get the win, but I don't think it will be kind of a blowout fashion. If it'll be a blowout, we will all love that as Eagles fans. We will all love a domination, but it's not going to be easy. They're going to come out and play. They're not going to lay down to us and bow down to us and give us the game. We're going to have to go take this game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, I agree with everything that you just said. But before I go on, shout out to Bobby. Look, I'll drop the link in the chat. So if anybody, I don't care what fan you are, if you want to come on, just click the link, come on and just talk. Just give me your opinion on this game. How you feeling about this game? It is what it is. You know, the link is in the chat. Just click on this link right here and just come on and talk your shiza. You know what I mean? So let's go. But look, just to go piggyback off of you a little bit. Look, I feel like this. If the Giants is going to win a game against the Philadelphia Eagles, it will be this game right here. You know what I mean? It seems like that every team that the Eagles play, they're always retiring some legend's freaking number. Today is Michael Strahan. God, come on, man. Can we just have a regular game without the extra motivation for the other team? Like, you know what I mean? Let's just play a regular game. When we played the Chiefs, Andy Reid was going for his 100 win, with the Chiefs. It's always something about this freaking team. When we play somebody else, they get extra motivation. But I agree. This might be a trap game because the Giants are bowling right now. Last year, we screwed them by, not winning against the Washington football team, and they've been mad since then. And then to add insult to injury, we drafted Devontae Smith, the wide receiver. I don't care what any Giant fans say. The wide receiver that they was going after, we drafted Devontae Smith. I mean, they should have drafted Micah Parsons because, and screw the Cowboys, but they did not. So they decided to trade down and whatever. But the Giants been waiting for this game just like the Eagles been waiting for this game. It's going to be about who has the advantage in what area and who wants it more. I mean, the Giants is a home away from home. Like the Eagles have more miracles in that stadium than the Giants have wins. You know what I mean? So it's not a home field advantage for the Giants because we have won plenty of time in that stadium. So, but this game, it's a nervous game to me also. I will give my score prediction later on, but as long as the Philadelphia Eagles come out swinging, just like you said, just like we did against the Saints, against the number one rush defense, we came out and it wasn't even close. You know what I mean? Yes, they made it close, 40-29, but that game wasn't close. I was there in person to witness it, and trust me, this game wasn't even close. So if the Philadelphia Eagles could come out and literally establish in the trenches, both offense and the defensive side, we have a chance to put this game away before halftime if they come out the way that they came out against the Saints. If not, like you said, Coach, the longer you let a team hang around, all it takes is one slip and fall, one missed tackle, and this game could swing the opposite way. Shout out to Prince Production in the building. Like I said, the link is in the chat. If y'all want to come on, Prince. Come on, Belby.
You've been hiding from the man.
Hey, Prince been hiding, you know what I mean? But Prince is all right with me. So if you want to come on the chat, on the live, Prince, just click the link. I want to hear the Giants also. How do y'all feel about this game? So, but until they decide to come on, hey, let's move on. You know what I mean? So look, Daniel Jones versus Jalen Hurts. To me, this is a no-brainer, but I want to hear because this is about to be Daniel Jones, the end of his third year. This is about to be Jalen Hurts. If you consider last 4 games his first year, this is his second year, whatever. But who is set up better, the Giants or the Philadelphia Eagles with their starting quarterback?
Yeah, obviously, that's no brainer. This shouldn't be a question to be asked. Jalen Hurts obviously set up. I think now we know that if Jalen Hurts keeps this up, which is I think he will, we're gonna keep running the football. That's gonna keep helping him. That's gonna keep his arm alive instead of being dead early on in the season. Now you're starting to see some of those throws made. So because it's not so much stress on that arm, he's not throwing the ball 30, 40 times no more. But again, Jalen Hurts is way more safer. I think we now know he's going to be our quarterback of the future after this season is over. And Giants don't know who their QB is. Again, Daniel Jones had a terrible game against the Buccaneers, but again, they don't got a great offensive line, so he doesn't have time in the backfield to look at anybody like that. When he does have time, he just got to capitalize. So again, I don't think the Giants have faith in Daniel Jones. I don't think they don't want Daniel Jones as their quarterback. I think they may reach in the draft to probably get one in the later rounds. But like I said, I would like to see a better offensive line around him and a better run game. If I can see that, and we're gonna see all year long from here on out, is Daniel Jones really good or not? Can you really work it out with Daniel Jones? Mm-hmm. So that's a lot of pressure going on to the Giants. And sometimes that could be a problem. You're going to come out playing free. The team's going to come out playing free. Freddie Kitchens can say, come on, let's open up the playbook.
Exactly.
Let's open up the playbook. We got nothing to lose. Let's see what you got. Hey, this is opportunity. So Jason Garrett is gone, so it's no excuses. Everybody want him gone. You'll know. If Daniel Jones playing good football, then it must be Jason Garrett. It's definitely Jason Garrett. Then the play calling. If Daniel Jones continues to struggle, then you know it's this organization. It's this organization. This organization just not as good. You just know that.
Yeah, look, hey, I agree. I can't stop laughing. The organization, the Giants organization. Look, ever since 2007. In 2011, which happened to be their two Super Bowl year, ever since then, they've been a hot mess. You know what I mean? Eli Manning, like he always looked like that he don't want to play football. He always looked like, I don't want to be here. Just don't hit me. Like, you know what I mean? And then they drafted Eli Manning Part 2 and Daniel Jones. The more you hit Daniel Jones, the more he's going to fold. Just period. And then he going to start losing the ball, fumble. He is the number one. Daniel Jones is the number one quarterback in turnover since he's been in the league. So, I mean, like, I don't know if it's an offensive line issue or it's just he came from Duke. And Duke is not a good school to get quarterbacks out of. But we will see what's going on with Daniel Jones. But as far as who's better, with Daniel Jones versus Jalen Hurts in their second year and third year, absolutely Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is a proven winner in Alabama, in OU, Oklahoma, Heisman runner-up. This dude have won everywhere he's been. Daniel Jones, I don't know what have he won at all, but like Jalen Hurts' mindset is way different than Daniel Jones. His facial expression is different from Daniel Jones. He's a better running quarterback than Daniel Jones. But Daniel Jones is a good running quarterback now. So I'm not taking nothing away from him, when it comes to his mobility, besides him tripping over his own 2 feet. But he's a good running quarterback now. Every time he played the Eagles, he at least get 1 touchdown rushing. But as far as those two, I have to pick Jalen Hurts. His ceiling is way higher than Daniel Jones. All right, because next year the Giants have a tough situation. Are we going to pick up a Daniel Jones 5th-year option or not? The Eagles have 2 more years to go to even decide that. You know what I mean? And so we are set up way better than the Giants are. But we will see today which quarterback outplays who. So any last word before we move on?
Yeah. And also, Jalen Hurts played one in high school too. He won it everywhere he went. No matter what it is, he can win in golf. He can even win in golf. So everywhere Jalen Hurts went, if it was high school, college, Jalen Hurts won. Now in the NFL, he won. I mean, it's a lot of pressure on Daniel Jones. But again, after the season, like we'll find out during the season, is it really Daniel Jones, or is it really this coaching style and the scheme that they're running them not making Daniel Jones successful? But right now, everybody wanted Jason Garrett out. You got him out. Now let's see if any improvement. There's gonna be any improvement. Let's see if Freddie Kitchens gonna improve on the play calling. If he doesn't improve, y'all should have just kept Jason Garrett. If y'all wanted to do that, go like that.
Yeah, hey, Look, before I go, three things. The number one thing, please hit that like button for your boys so this, live stream could go viral. Second thing, if you're not subscribed to my boy, Coach motherfucking Dante, go ahead. The link is in the description. Hit that like button, the subscribe button, and hook them up. And then the third thing is this. If you missed it, all right, this is a live call-in show. I want to hear from the Giants fan, Eagles content creator. I don't care who you are. Hey, just click that link, come on the show, and let me hear, how do you feel about this upcoming game? Is this a trap game? Is this a blowout game? Is this an easy game? The Philadelphia Eagles, they win this game. They are 1.5 game out of the division. Who could imagine this coming? But it's here, and we have to accept reality. We win this game. We are a 1.5 game out of the division. So once again, hit that like button. Subscribe to my boy, Coach Dante. And if I want to hear, the link is right here on the screen. Come on board, and let's just talk Giants versus Eagles. All right, so Saquon Barkley versus Miles Sanders. The battle of Penn State. You know what I mean? Yo, I'm a Penn State fan. I'm a big Penn State fan. And trust me, I love both of these guys. Who's better? I mean, it seems like to me they both can't stay healthy. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I think that one is heading the right way and one might be out. So we'll see. We will see. Hey, go ahead, Coach. Who's better? Like, how you feel about Saquon versus Miles Sanders?
I think Miles Sanders is better, even though they're both getting hurt. Barkley doesn't have a damn offensive line. That's why he's getting rattled and getting hurt. He doesn't have an offensive line. We have an offensive line now. We have a running game now. So, and then off injury, he comes back 16 carries for 94 yards. Off injury. So, again, Miles Sanders is better. He's a better pass catcher out of the backfield. Right now, he's a better runner. Now they're playing Saquon Barkley limited because I don't think he's all the way healthy yet. So again, Saquon Barkley look like he's out of the door soon after next year. Again, your best ability is availability, and he's not on the field all the time. So the Giants going to really have to consider trading him or, hey, let him go because he's not always on the field because, again, you don't have a great offensive line and you're getting them banged up. Miles Sanders, for the long term, he's going to be there. So I got to give the upper hand to Miles Sanders. It's 2-0 for the Eagles.
I love it. Hey, welcome to the stream, my boy, my brother from another mother, Eagle Uncensored. What's up? How you feeling about this game, man?
No, what's good, man? No, totally confident, dude. Before I get to the Saquon and Miles thing, I got a couple things to read to you here, man. First off, we are second highest. We are the second overall in the NFL in red zone passer rating at 112.1. All right, that's good right there. First off, all right, we are 8-9 since we've played the Giants the last 9 games. We are 8-9. We've only lost 1, and that's last year. We are 10-3 in New York since 2008. 10-3, which means we pretty much own them there. We're first in rushing at 217.5. We're second in scoring at 34.5. Jalen Hurts leads the NFL in explosive plays with 78, and he also has the best QBR rating in the NFL the last 5 weeks. Why the fuck is this even a conversation? We know how it's going to go.
It's a divisional game. That's why this is a conversation, man. It's a
hey, I know it's divisional. I know, but you know what? Sometimes stats matter, and in this case, it matters. But no, it's going to be a great game today, man.
Like, your gut feeling is what? Like, oh my God, hey, the Eagles about to go in there, bust them in the mouth, and we're going to leave in the third quarter because the game is going to be so far out of hand. Like, there's no need to play the fourth quarter, or what? Is it going to be a close game?
I always go in with a 1% chance in the NFC East that it's going to be a close game. I know we always play each other a lot harder than anybody else. I understand that. But when you look at the stats, when you look at everything, their defensive line does not match up to our offensive line. Their offensive line does not match up to our defensive line. There is no way in hell that they should walk away in this game with a W. I mean, there is no way. They don't. They're struggling. They just fired their offensive coordinator. We all know who Freddie Kitchens is. You know, this should be a win-win easy for us. It should be.
I agree. And real quick, yo, look. Hey, this is the Giants against the Buccaneers on Monday night, right? This is a three-man rush. This is a three-man rush against five guys. They still got beat because you are correct. Our defensive line should be able to bully the Giants' offensive line. But go ahead.
I love that you brought this up. Go back just a couple seconds. Just a couple seconds.
All right. Go.
This is why, and we pointed this out before on Tuesday, I believe, when I was with Joel. Right, just back a few more seconds. If you look at Daniel Jones right there, man, he's got Galladay down here on the bottom. He's got his guy beat on the very bottom, underneath that finger.
Here?
Underneath the finger. Okay. Yeah, he's got Galladay beat. Daniel Jones only through this whole play looks down the middle and to the right. He never even looks left. He never looks left. Look, that is called not reading your progressions. Dude, that is a 40-yard gain. That safety is moving to the right because he sees Daniel Jones looking right. All he had to do was snap to the left, let that ball go, and dude, that's an easy – that is shit Daniel Jones misses right there.
Yeah.
That is why we win this game. That is why we win this game, bro. That is a touchdown right there, and he fucking misses it completely.
Yeah, I was too busy looking at this clusterfuck right here in the middle with 1, 2, 3, with three people right here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 against 3, and Daniel Jones still end up almost on his back. You know what I mean? So that's what I was looking at. But you're absolutely right. Like the bottom. Yo, it's a wide open, might be a touchdown because
he has him beat at the 30-yard line if you back it up. I mean, he damn near beats him. He's got him beat right there. He's going right there. Yeah. You release that ball. Jalen releases that ball. That's why I said Jalen's already better than Daniel after 12 games. He would have released that ball.
Yeah, look, I agree. I mean, look, I love it. So with Saquon and Miles. Me personally, if I'm a Giant, if I'm the GM for the Giant, I would not let go of Saquon. Saquon remind me of a Barry Sanders. He's just behind a bad offensive line. This dude could be great, but he's like his rookie year, he was great. So how do you feel about the whole Saquon versus Miles Sanders thing? Who's better? Who has a higher ceiling moving forward?
Well, listen, man, you know I'm a big Penn State fan like you. I've always rolled with them. I love Saquon, and I love Miles coming out. But you know what? I've said it from the get, and I stick to it. Miles is going to be better than Saquon only because of and it's not biasism. It is the fact that Penn State used Saquon over 2,000 times. Yeah. They used the shit out of this kid in college. In the pass game, in the run game, this kid had more touches on his legs than most people in the NCAA coming out. They already used him up. Why I say Miles has a better career is because of his longevity. You know, we're starting to see it with Saquon, dude. He last 2 years, he can barely stay healthy. I get the ankle wasn't his fault this year, but you know, it is what it is. It sucks because he is a once-in-a-lifetime generational talent. But I put a lot of it on Penn State for wearing him down. I do.
Yeah. I mean, look, I agree with you, man. All right. So let's go with this. All right. Who has the advantage? The Giants' O-line versus the Eagles' defensive line. I mean, according to what we just saw, you know, I mean, Coach, who has the advantage?
The Eagles' defensive line. Eagles' defensive line definitely got the advantage. The Giants cannot block anybody on the offensive line. So you look up, it's a person in his face. It's a person in Daniel Jones' face. So if Jonathan Gannon can apply pressure and get into that backfield and rattle Daniel Jones, it can be a long game. But
yeah,
again, I don't want to come out here and come up on him and sleep on like I say, New York, even though like I say it's a division rivalry.
It is.
And like I say, now that Jason Garrett is gone, they can be motivated. They can be motivated. We just can't give these guys a chance to be in a game with us. If we all seen it before. If a team like that stays in the game, you give them an opportunity to beat you in the still one out.
Yeah.
But like I say, the D line definitely got the advantage. Hargraves,
he got to show up. He got to show up somewhere.
They all got to show up. They got to ready to play. Fletcher Cox, regardless if it's Barnett, they got to be ready to play.
yeah.
He got to be ready to bring pressure. And Jonathan Gannon he also has to be able to bring pressure and keep Daniel Jones in that pocket. Yeah. And he has to be able to do it. None of those 7 yards off the ball because you don't got Galladay. So you shouldn't be scared of the receivers at all. You got Darius Slate and Steven Nelson, and Maddox has been playing out of his mind. So, hey, you got the corners, the man up with the receivers. You should not be scared of these receivers. You should not be scared to bring pressure. You should trust these cornerbacks. Hey, I can hold this guy down. I'm going to say pressure. I'm going to heat him up. And you guys got to hold down your end on the bar. In some situations in the game, you cannot be afraid of that. You have to trust Slade, who's been very good. You have to trust Steven Nelson, who's been good. You have to trust Max, who's been good. You have to trust these guys.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all make a play. I'm going to send pressure at Daniel Jones, and y'all just make a play. And I think the Eagles defensive line got it better.
All right. Hey, my God, Eagle Uncensored. Go ahead. Who got the advantage? The Giants?
Yeah, man. So, I gotta say, man. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
all right?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, sorry, I was lagging there for a second. My bad. Yeah, I'm here. No lie though, it's our defensive line. You know, I gotta say, Nate Soldier, their right tackle. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but he has a 6% passer block rating right now. Not 61, 6. Wow. Terrible. That means he can get beat by a high schooler. All right, I'm not even playing. Like, he could probably make Ryan Kerrigan look like an MVP again today. I have no idea.
Let's go.
He's terrible right now. But no, dude. I'm telling you that our offense and defensive line does not match up to them. They are nowhere near shape or form of ours. This should be pure dominance in the line. It should be.
Yeah, look, hey, I agree with everything you both said. You know, we will get to the score prediction, and I'm hoping, just based on what y'all said about the Giants O-line, who got the advantage? The Giants D-line versus the Eagles O-line. Who got the advantage there, Coach?
The Eagles got the better offensive line. And like we was talking yesterday, I was talking to Mac the Giant yesterday. Mm-hmm. That brother is so depressed. He is so depressed. They missed Dalvin Tomlinson. When you asked him, he straight up said, Coach Dante, we miss Dalvin Tomlinson. Someone that's a leader in that locker room that can get pressure. They missed this guy on that defensive line. That defensive line can't get no pressure. And they also said that Sheldon Williams, they said he's big for nothing. He's big for nothing. He's getting pushed back. That's what that's what everybody been telling me. But again, everything all matches up. The Eagles is pretty much decent in every category. In pretty much every category, the offensive line is definitely dominant. And I like this offensive line going against this Giants defense. Let's just hope this Giants defensive line don't show up today. Let's just hope they don't pick today to show up. And let's hope we don't play down to below to their level to the point where this game gotta be close. Because I don't like more victories, and I don't want to give them a more victory. Eagles gonna have to come out early, ready to play, and you can tell when the game. I'm gonna tell y'all. Everybody know this, and I always say this. First series of the game, you're gonna know you're gonna basically know how the game's gonna turn out. Just like the Ohio and Michigan game. What Michigan come out and do? The first series, punch them in the mouth. It was over with. So the first series, you're gonna tell if this defense can hold up. You're gonna tell if this offense is gonna have a field day. But it's all on the first series, and I think the offensive line for the Giants is greater than that defensive line for the Eagles.
Okay, so hey, Eagle and Sensor. I mean, hey, does the Giants D line have the advantage over the Eagles offensive line?
No, not even, man. There is only one dude you have to worry about on the Giants defensive line, and that's Williams.
Yeah.
You know, and pretty much you can handle that, you know, in your own way. They have that figured out. But everyone else on that defensive line, you don't have to worry about. You know what I mean? So as long as you can handle Williams, bro, you're good. I really don't see any issues whatsoever, man. You know, and not just that, but the other big negative to this defense is they can't tackle. You know, they are very bad at tacklings. You know, I had a couple Giant fans on my stream last night, and they even agree. Like, their secondary cannot fucking tackle. As long as Miles hits the lanes today and he does his job, just let them mess up, man. You know, they'll mess up.
Hey, real quick, a couple things. Hey, the first thing is this. Prince Production, he gave me some good news right now. Tony, Shepard, Ross, they're all out. And Barkley is questionable. I think that Barkley will play. But those three guys being out helped the Philadelphia Eagles defense a lot. Helped Jonathan Gannon out a lot. And also, look, he said, hey, we're going to make Hurts look like Tom Brady. I'm just being honest. But Brady rushed for 12 yards. Hey, if Brady could rush for 12 yards, I'm pretty sure Hurts will go for over 100 yards. So it is what it is. But look, hey, the Giants defensive line, I agree with both of y'all. The only person I'm scared of is Williams. I mean, I have him on my fantasy team. In some odd way, it's here. You know, I have him on my fantasy team because he's that dog on the Giants defensive line. He gets to the quarterback. But we went against the number 1 dog team last week. I was there to witness it. I'm telling you, Cameron Jordan, oh my God. I'm about to show y'all something. Cameron Jordan, Mariota made this dude look like, who's your daddy? Like, he is on the floor. Right there. That's Cameron Jordan right there. So I'm just saying, who is going to get through Dickerson, Mariota, Lane Johnson, Kelsey, and Driscoll? Like, yo, this offensive line is coming together at the right time. You know what I mean? As long that they don't get in their own way, we should dominate the Giants defensive line because they only got one guy. And I think
I don't mean to interrupt you real quick, but I'm just watching this movie over and over you guys showing here, and Dickerson's got to love this shit, man. Like, Dickerson don't even have to block anyone. He's like, I'll just act like I'm blocking. My Lotto will take care of my guy and his.
Exactly. Like, I mean, this is real life. In some way, somehow, I missed it. You know what I mean? Because maybe I was cheering so hard, but I guarantee you that play right there, Jalen Hurts is running for a first down. But look, I agree. Hey, we take care of Williams. This Eagles offensive line is coming together at the right time. Everybody. So, with that being said, would y'all bring Brooks back into the situation, or just say, hey, you know what? We are good with who we have right now with, Driscoll and, our offensive line. They're coming together at the right time. So would y'all bring Brandon Brooks back because he is coming back, but would y'all put him back in the starting lineup? Go ahead, Eagle Censor.
You know, man, I'm going to say no on this one. I love Brooks, but you know what, man? Right now, the way I look at it, the last 2 years you've been injured, season-ending injuries so far. We're moving on from Brooks. I love the dog. I love him to death. He's been a great Eagle his whole life he's been here. But you know what? sometimes you just got to move on. And I'm not ready to go back and do the whole, Fulgham for Alshon Jeffrey thing. Put the veteran back in. Sometimes when you're winning, man, you just kind of have to roll with the hot hand. And if you know for sure certain that you're going to move on from Brooks next year because of how the young players on this offensive line have been playing, and if we're winning at that point, dude, I'm sorry, Brooks, you are the best when you play, but we cannot mess up the chemistry right now, man. This offensive line looks really good. They're not number one in rushing for a reason. They're dogs. They all play like it. So you just don't mess it up, man. That's my opinion, though.
Yeah, I agree, Coach. Hey, Brandon Brooks. Hey, he should have been back last week, but he's rumored to be coming back. I mean, would you put him in the starting lineup and ruin the chemistry, or what?
No, of course not. I'm a big fan. Roll with the hot hand. These guys are hot right now. Yeah. They're building chemistry. They're blocking well. Not only that they're blocking, they're putting people on their behinds and doing it at a huge fashion. So right now, I know Brandon Brooks. You want Brandon Brooks in there, but he's going to have to come in as a backup right now. He's going to have to come in when someone gets tired, or come in as a backup, or give a just substitute in and out. That's what Heisley going to be. But you do not mess with if you're hot, you do not mess with nothing. You do not touch nothing. You do not touch a burning stove. You let it burn. You let it go. You let it ride. And that's what we got to do. We got to stick with what's working. We're winning football games. Yeah. So we can't just throw them in now. And all of a sudden, all the communications and stuff off, and something don't go right. If we're hot right now, we need to keep the same lineup. You don't have to bring him back in. He has to be able to step a number 2 role and come in on rotations and stuff only like that. But you don't mess with something that's working. You don't mess with something that's been working.
I agree. Hey, Prince Production, y'all three need to be the coaching staff for the Giants. Trust me. Oh, hire me. Guess what? The Giants would go 0-16, 0-17 every year. I will sabotage them for a reason. I'm like, y'all going against the Eagles? Why don't y'all run back 20 yards and try to throw the ball 30 yards? You don't want me as a Giants coach. I would sabotage y'all. But
all practice players got promoted that week.
All practice players, you get a start. Wait, you the first-string quarterback? You start. So you do not want me or any of us as a coaching staff for your New York Giants. But all right, the matchup you are looking forward to the most. Go ahead, Eagle Uncensored. Start us off.
Man, I'm going to have to say it goes to the brothers this week, man. I'm going to have to go. It goes with Slay and Galladay. These guys have a long history together. They played in Detroit together, and I think both of them are out to prove which one's better now that they're both not in Detroit. So, I have Slay coming away with 2 picks this game. So I think 2. Yeah, so I think Slay wins this one, my guy.
Oh man! So I mean, hey, give me another matchup, Eagle and Cincinnati.
Saquon and Barkley, or Saquon Barkley and Miles Sanders. Them running against each other today. I know. I don't know, but I would only assume that, when you have 2 players that played on the same team, they're both going to want to outscore each other. It's a competition to them, even though they're friends, So I think both of them are going to be running their asses off today because they both want to prove who's better at Penn State,
Yeah, I mean, Coach, hey, what matchup, you looking forward to the most today?
I'm looking for a matchup of Devontae Smith matching up against Bradbury. Yes, that's the matchup I'm interested in seeing. Bradbury, he been getting beat in coverage a lot, but he still have the capabilities of being a lockdown cornerback at times. But like I say, Bradbury is a good number 2 corner. I don't think he's a number 1 because, again, if you look at where he came from, Carolina, what they do over there, they play zone. So that means you have a safety over the top that's basically helping you out. Just like Josh Norman, he had that one big year with Carolina. They switched him to Washington. He's not a man-to-man corner. He's not been the same. So Bradbury will be a good number 2. He will be a great if you want to put him in your system, the scheme, he will be a great fit like that. But like I said again, that's a matchup I'm looking for: Devontae Smith and Bradbury.
Yeah, all right. So look,
That's a good one.
look,
That's a good one.
yeah, it is. But I'm looking for Steven Nelson, man. Like he's got to step up. Like watching him live in person last week was depressing. He is the worst. I mean, the worst defensive back on the Philadelphia Eagles on the outside. I'm sorry. We always like, we want Steven Nelson. We want Steven Nelson. Steven Nelson has not been that dude. Like Maddox, you know what I mean? Yo, he's been surprisingly great in the slot. Big play Slay. He's been good on the outside. Who's going to line up against Steven Nelson? Is it going to be
Slayton?
Yeah,
Slayton.
So it's Slayton. And Slayton is a big play guy. So they are going to go after Steven Nelson. I want to see that matchup. Can he stop Slayton from beating him aside the head? And also, Steven Nelson does not play press. I'm sorry. He is not a press corner at all. At all. He always played 10 to 15 yards back, which allowed the receiver to have the advantage because all you got to do is just go 10 yards, just turn around, or 5 yards, just turn around, pitch and catch. How you line up 10 yards and it's first and goal from the 8. You 10 yards back. How the hell that works out? Like, and it never works out.
So I got a question for you then. Would you put McPherson in for Nelson then at this point?
Yes, I would. I would. Like, with no lie, I would. Because you know what? Because I feel like when Steven Nelson have a good game, it's because of the play calling, the situation that he's put in. But if you say, hey, man up with this guy, it's not happening because he's a smaller cornerback. He's a slot corner. But we already have a slot corner. Devontae Maddox is a top 5, top 10 slot corner this year. And that's why the Eagles signed him to an extension because they saw that this year. He's been balling out. But Steven Nelson, for all the hype that we was giving him, all of us like, go get Steven Nelson, will be a top 5 defense, blah, blah, blah. But it seems like maybe it was the system that he was in that made him look better than he actually is. Like, you feel me? I want to see who Steven Nelson, like, who he go up against and how he do. Like, any last word before we move on to the next topic?
I want to say, like you said, he was in Carolina. He was in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So Pittsburgh don't play man-to-man like that. I mean, they play zone. Just like James Bradbury. He plays zone. So that means when you play zone, you protected a lot. You have a safety help over the top. You're not in one-on-one coverage like Jalen Ramsey. Like Slay can play one-on-one coverage. You're not. This is basically a scheming thing right here. So again, Steven Nelson needs to show why we should keep him this coming year. And again, man, some people thrive around just being a part of a system and that's what some people are better at. And like I say, you go Pittsburgh, they play zone. They don't play man-to-man like that. They play man-to-man in certain situations. And plus, he's 5'10". He's a small cornerback, so he shouldn't be on anyone near one receiver 1, or if you got a legit receiver 2, you should be on there. He should be in the slot. He works better in the slot.
Yeah, I mean, your Prince Production, your score is 27-16. Who? Eagles, Giants, who? But hey,
I think you mean Eagles.
Maybe. But look, all right, so I know we've been talking how bad, the Giants is offensive defensive line. Let's go to the Philadelphia Eagles. what is the weakness on the Philadelphia Eagles offensive line? If the Giants would exploit anybody, who would it be? What is the weakness? In order for them to get to Jalen Hurts, who do they have to go through?
Driscoll.
Anybody? Driscoll. Okay. All right. Coach.
I'm gonna say they gonna have to go. It's gonna be an all around team effort, man. It's really nothing you can go by. Really nothing you can go by. You can't get by any one of our offensive linemen. And again, I can see this offensive line pushing that defensive line back to force a lot of running lanes like how we've been doing. But right now, I can't say who the Giants will be able to go through today. I don't know. I can't say that. So again, I can't. I can't give you a type of answer because it's kind of like the Astros batting order. The weakest person is their catcher. The weakest hitter is their catcher. So, but other than that, I don't really actually see. I don't really actually see a weakness that they can go through this offensive line. I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to pick one, but this offensive line been so good and played so well, I just can't see the Giants getting by anybody and say, "Hey, this guy is my weakness." It's gonna have to be a team effort, a lot of communication just to get to the quarterback. So I can't actually give an answer because, like I said, again, we've been doing so much good. It's not nobody that you can point out and say, "Hey, I can dominate and I can get past him."
Yo, hey, look.
Well, and to elaborate on that, that's why I kind of picked Driscoll, because if you look at this offensive line, you got Mailata and Dickerson. Dickerson, he's a rookie. Height and his ability as an offensive line experience to help him through if he messes up. To also, Johnson does. Driscoll, he's smaller, and he doesn't have the weight behind him. So for him to correct himself if he messes up. So that's just why I chose Driscoll. But they're all so great right now, and it's really hard to choose one. But that's why I went with him.
Yeah, look, I love it because I'm saying that no one, you have to bring the blitz. In order to get to the Eagles offensive line, you have to blitz. If you don't blitz and try to play man up, there is no weakness because Kelsey is going to help Driscoll out. Mariota is going to help freaking Dickerson out. These guys are playing that well that they're going to help each other out. So I feel like there is no weakness on offensive line at all. I mean, because these guys are coming together at the right time. So defensive line, coach, who's the weak link on the defensive line? Because right now you got Josh Sweat, Hargrave, Cox, Barnett. You know what I mean? Who's the weak link on the defensive line? Who would you like to see step up and make a big play against the Giants today?
I would want to see Derek Barnett step up and make a play for the Giants. I mean, for the Eagles today. The penalties and stuff like that, personal foul, they kind of hurt. Yeah. That kind of hurt right there. So, again, I want to see Derek Barnett step up. I think today could be a great day for him. I think he can pick the day right here in this type of game.
He's going against a Solder too. Solder.
He has to step up today. Yeah. You have to take advantage of that. Solder has been absolutely horrendous. So if he can take advantage of that, get to the backfield, get a couple sacks today, hey, I will. That will be pretty special for me. But I'm gonna go out on a limb. I think I'm gonna do a bold prediction. Derek Barnett is going to have 2 sacks today.
Agree.
Daniel Jones.
I think 3 sacks today.
Hey, 3 sacks even better.
You know what I mean? But go ahead. Hey, Eagle Uncensored. Who's the weak link on the defensive line, and who has to step up on the defensive line in order for the Eagles to be, have a dominant win today?
You know, man, I hear you guys talking about Derek Barnett, but the fact is their left tackle is a rookie, and he's actually not that damn bad. He's actually the brightest spot on their whole line, and that's who's going to be taking
Barnett would go against Nate Solder, though. Because Nate Solder is their right, I believe.
No, Nate Solder's the right. No, Nate.
Is it? With the left tackle, right?
Barnett lines up on the right, so he takes on the left tackle. Yeah.
So he'll go against Nate Solder then. If you line up on the right, then he'll go against their left tackle, which is Nate Solder, I think. Whoever it is.
No. The right tackle will go up against Ryan Kerrigan. The left tackle will go up against Barnett.
Or Josh Sweat. But yeah, okay. All right.
Or Josh Sweat. Yeah.
Yeah.
So but yeah, no, dude, they don't have an offensive line. Everyone on our defensive line should be able to eat. You know, Hargrave should at least have 2 or 3 sacks today. There should be no question about that. Hargrave should be able to manhandle this line. Fletcher Cox should be able to manhandle the line. You know, Barnett should, you guys make a valid point, he should have a decent day. No one on this, even their left tackle, like I said, the one that's having the best year, which is a rookie, I don't think talent-wise he can even match up to Barnett. And I don't like Barnett, so that tells you a lot. But, you know.
Tell us how you really feel.
He messes up too much for me, man.
Yeah, facts.
Mentally.
Yeah, I understand.
You know, but yeah, I'm still sticking with, man. There's no reason we lose this game today. We shoot ourselves in the foot if we lose this game. That's the only way you lose.
Facts. Yeah, facts. Look, I'm gonna go with Fletcher motherfucking Cox. If any game you're gonna show up, this is the game you show up, and usually Fletcher Cox show up against the Giants. We need him to show up. If he shows up, that means guess what? Hargrave shows up because Fletcher Cox got to get double to triple team, or Barnett shows up, or Josh Sweat shows up. But Fletcher Cox is my defensive weakness. Like, he needs to get through that Giants offensive line and dominate like Sue did against them on Monday Night Football. Fletcher Cox should have watched that game and said, you know what? This 5 against 3. They still won the battle. The Tampa Bay Bucks still won the battle 5 against 3. I should be able to dominate this upcoming Sunday against the Giants and put the Philadelphia Eagle fans back on my side as the most dominant defensive tackle there is in the league. Well, one of the top 5. But, I mean, Fletcher Cox to me has to dominate. So, let's go in 3 keys to victory. All right. So if the Eagles do these 3 things right, they will walk away victorious and will be 1, not 2, not 3, but 1.5 games behind the Dallas Cowboys. Go ahead, Eagle Uncensored. Give me your 3 keys to victory.
3 keys to victory. Number 1, run the damn ball like you've been doing. That's plain and simple and easy. Okay, number 2, pressure, defense, all over. Pressure. Get Daniel Jones off his game. All right. Granted, he's off his game anyway, but make it harder. Okay?
On his back, you mean? It got on his back.
You want to make these guys throw the ball.
Yeah.
So in my 3rd one, shut down the run game. Shut down Saquon. Do not let them even get started. Make them throw the ball. If you make the Giants throw the ball, more than likely, 99% we win this game because Daniel Jones will mess up.
Love it. Yeah. Hey, I agree. Coach, your 3 keys. What do the Eagles have to do right today? And Barkley is playing, by the way. Hey, I just saw him on the field, so he is playing. But so what is 3 keys to victory the Eagles have to do to win this game, to walk out 6-6, I believe?
First thing you have to do, and these are simple things, you got to come out, punch them in the mouth. You got to come out early, make a statement. You don't want to give this team any confidence that they can hang around in this game. And the second key, put this team away. Keep the pressure on them. Keep wearing down that defensive line. Control time of possession, like we've been doing for the last 4 out of 3 weeks.
Yep.
Run the football, control time of possession. We win the game controlling time of possession. We keep that other team offense off the field. We win games when we do that. And third, don't come in, play hard. Don't come in underestimating them. Don't come in. I come out without a flat tire, land on a flat tire. Come on and just jump on them on the start. Convert on third downs. Don't make this game easier for the Giants. Don't make this game harder than what it seems. So again, you can't come out flat. You gotta come out with energy, control time of possession, and you gotta play a whole 4 quarters against a team that's trying to prove something. Hey, Jason Garrett, you're the problem. And the pressure is on the Giants, and the pressure is also on us because we in a playoff hunt. We win this game, we one game out of the game. And if Minnesota loses today, I think we get into that last wild card spot. We go up on the last wild card spot. So it's a lot of it's not pressure on Minnesota. It's not pressure on them. It's pressure on us right now. So we can control what we control. And this is the game you got to do it. You cannot come out flat when you're in the thick of a playoff hunt. You cannot have a setback like this. You cannot have a setback game like this by not showing up and not forgetting you have a football game. They have to punish the Giants on all 4 quarters. They cannot one bit come out flat and overlook this team in this game. Be close to the Giants can be close enough to pull out one hat out there. Put out one hat. Pull a rabbit out of a hat and thinking they have a chance to win this game. So again, those are my 3 keys to victory. They have to win this game. The Cowboys helped us out by losing. So again, you have a show opportunity.
We them boys. We ain't making no noise
to win this game. Next week, you have a great opportunity. You can be 7-6 all of a sudden next week. When Dallas have to go into New Orleans and get in a tough game right there, you can be tied all of a sudden in the division. So this division is still wide open. We're not out of it. We were 5-2. Yeah. People were giving up, wanted to tank. And I'm not a big fan of tanking. I'm a big fan of going out there and winning games. So the Eagles have to come out strong. They cannot come out flat in this game and keep the Giants in this game. You have to put them away when you have a chance. You cannot take your foot off the gas on these guys. They're not going to lay down and just say, here, we'll just give you the game. We're going to have to go take this game and earn this game.
Yeah, look, hey, my 3 keys to victory are simple. Jalen Hurts, you are Weapon X. They never faced you before. The Giants are horrible with mobile quarterbacks, with running quarterbacks. So Jalen Hurts had to be Jalen Hurts. The defensive line, Jonathan Gannon, you are the front runner for being the worst defensive coordinator ever, but continue being the front runner because you only blitz bad quarterbacks. Daniel Jones is a bad quarterback. All right, he's a bad quarterback. So bring the damn blitz. If we can't get home, don't be afraid to bring the blitz. And my 3rd key is this. I know we're going to run the ball. Steven Nelson, you are on the trade block, my brother. You are on the spotlight. Big play Slay will shut down one side. Kenny Galladay, I believe, will be on that side. So Steven Nelson, can you step up and earn your $5 million that the Philadelphia Eagles paid you this year? So those are my 3 keys to victory. Jalen Hurts, Weapon X, blitz, defensive pressure on Daniel Jones, and Steven motherfucking Nelson. So let's go into the score prediction and who wins. Eagle Uncensored, let's go.
Yeah, man. With everything I've said, I'm going to say my score prediction is 38-17. Listen. Last night though, I gave us a 40 burger again, but I'm gonna be a little nicer tonight. I got a lot of confidence in this team. A couple weeks back, I said, listen, I'm done talking about this team in a positive way until they show me something. They've started to show me something, and I don't believe that Gannon and them and even Nick are dumb enough to go back to what they were. They know what they were and what they are now, so
Yeah.
I have a feeling we keep doing the same thing.
38-17.
I don't think we win. Yeah. I don't think we win out the rest of the year. I said it last night. I would love for us to do that, but I think our one loss that we get the whole year will be the last Washington game right before Dallas. Yeah, right before Dallas, and that will just kind of give us our little head snap we need real fast. I don't think it is this game, but I'll be watching, and if I'm wrong, I'll be on Vic's channel after the game, reaping what I sow. So.
Yes, sir. And I make sure I tune into that. You know what I mean? But hey, we'll see. Hey, Coach Dante, your score prediction and who wins this game?
Philadelphia win this game. Philadelphia Eagles, our birds, take this game home. I will go 31-21 Eagles.
Nice. I'll take it. All right, look. Hey, I'll take it. Look, the Philadelphia Eagles, hey, correct me if I'm wrong, but they have not won a game where they have not put up 30 points. So I'm going to go ahead and stick with the 30 burger. 30-24, the Philadelphia Eagles get this win. And Jalen Hurts might have 2 rushing touchdowns. Miles Sanders, a big game on the ground. And I'm calling you out, Steven Nelson. And Steven Nelson have 1 pick. Big play slate have 0, but Steven Nelson have 1 pick. That is my prediction. Tony says Eagle 33, but Giants. Okay, but Giants 20. Let's go, Birds. Great show, guys. I appreciate you. And remember, I will be doing a play-by-play after this for those who cannot watch the game wherever you are at. So come by and just hang out with me. And let's talk Bird versus Giants. As always, let me see. Miles 152. Look, Ego Uncensored, my God. I'm praying that Miles Sanders, I have him on my fantasy team. I'm starting him today. So I'm praying he get 152 touchdown. Hey, it is what it is. Let me see. JC, I'm be there throughout the whole game, no matter what. Hey, I appreciate you, Prince. Come on by and come out with me. I'm not going to finna poop out and do some good. All right, the disrespect. I got you. But as always, look, we have about 22 minutes before kickoff. I appreciate my guy, Coach Dante, and Ego Uncensored. Ego Uncensored. If you are not following him, go to Ego Uncensored. You will find him. And go subscribe to his channel. And here we go. The man, Jesus himself, and the presence. Making a quick debut. Hey, shout out to him and my guy, Coach Dante. If you're not following him, the link is in the chat. I appreciate every one of y'all, and I will see y'all at 1 p.m. for the kickoff. As always, go Birds, beat the sorry